Hey, how is everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys see, we are in this really weird makeshift setup I kind of got going on for the rest of August, but this is how you guys are going to be seeing me mostly. I hope the camera looks good. I hope the mic sounds good. Whole new thumbnails all ready to go for August. Training camps underway. However, that's not the conversation in this video because little old Patrick Mahomes seems to be kind of taking some tips from our guy Kirk Cousins, and it was a pretty funny quote. I'm gonna talk about it, get my thoughts on it, and then for the rest of this week, it's training camp. It's getting us ready for the season, so stay tuned. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Best way to help me out. I'm gonna start doing daily live Minnesota Vikings shows starting soon. Daily videos starting right now, multiple per day. Let me know what you guys think about them, but let's talk about Patrick Mahomes talking about our guy Kirk Cousins. Yeah, so if you guys did not see the quote I'm sort of talking about right now, Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs are going through training camp, and pretty much he was there, and they asked him a question like, hey, how are you kind of developing your game? You know, just standard, just, hey, what are you doing to take this step next forward? And he was talking about like, oh, yeah, I like watching guys like Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, when he's talking about moving outside of the pocket. Obviously, Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers, two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. They do a great at throwing dimes outside the pocket. And then he was saying, I also like watching guys who play a little differently than me. I like watching guys who have success with inside the pocket. And then he lists two names. And the two names he lists, he goes, yeah, I watch guys like Tom Brady, you know, the 7-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Super Bowl or 4-time Super Bowl MVP, whatever he's got. And then he goes, oh, and then also Kirk Cousins. I thought this was just... The reason I think I like this so much, obviously being a Viking fan and all that, but the reason I think this is so funny is that you still to this day have people who are just constantly saying like, oh, Kirk Cousins, he can't win a Super Bowl. Kirk Cousins this. I just want this to realize that, like, yes, I know Kirk Cousins gets ripped on all the time. I know Kirk Cousins, he has his flaws. He has his challenges. And sometimes in media and, like, guys like me, guys on ESPN, guys on First Take, we almost highlight people's flaws so much that that's all we really only think of them as. You know, like, sometimes when I'm thinking about Kirk, I'm always just like, wow, I wish he could run more. I wish he could, you know, escape the pocket. I wish he could move on the run and throw 40-yard bombs just like Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes. But then again, I look at it the other way. I'm like, when Kirk gets a clean pocket and there's a guy streaking open downfield, whether it's in the bootleg or however it is, Kirk hits that guy a lot. So honestly, this video, and honestly, this is probably the narrative I'm going to be pushing this year, is I really think Kirk Cousins, I think he is the most kind of slept on, motivated player. So I think going into the season, there's a lot of guys who we think are motivated and who are going to be playing with chips on their shoulders. You know, guys like Rodgers, you know, oh, this is his last dance. Guys like Saquon Barkley coming off a torn ACL. I think there's one guy, and I think it's Kirk Cousins. Well, Kirk, he played all last season, and he played really well. He put up really good numbers. Almost dragged one of the worst defenses to the playoffs last year. If the Vikings would have won that horrid Christmas Day game where Kamara ran for 6 touchdowns, the Vikings would have been in the playoffs. And so I think Kirk, with doing all that, with kind of dragging this kind of terrible defense, and still everybody says, like, you can't win with Kirk. You know, Kirk, he's just a stat padder. All this noise around Kirk. You even got Vikings fans saying, oh, I don't know if I want Kirk to be the guy this year. Like, you have people who doubt him every day. And I'm not saying this for no reason. It is for a reason. But however, I think we got to realize this man is insanely talented. He does certain things super well, better than, honestly, 90% of the quarterbacks in this league. And that's when he has a clean pocket, he delivers and he strikes that football on time every single time. I thought it was a funny quote. You got Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league right now, and then probably going to be one of the all-time greats, talking about Kirk Cousins, kind of talking about how he takes stuff from his game. And it's just kind of funny to think about because, like, you're thinking about a quarterback, there's probably not a much. Like if I was like a Madden player, like if I was just, you know, creating like my player in Madden and I was a quarterback, I don't think there's one thing I would take from Kirk Cousins' game. And the fact that you got the best quarterback in the league right now and one of the best of all time saying that, I think it's pretty funny. Shout out to our guy Kirk from Patrick Mahomes. Anyways, training camp videos coming all this week. Stay tuned. I'm going to get you guys prepared for this season. Thank you guys so much. Skol Vikes. See you guys next time. Peace.